Hi, I'm Chuck Dorsett for Weaver Leather Supply. We're going to look at one of the most time-saving pieces of equipment in our shop, and that's a die clicker. John Kline is going to tell us specifically what a die clicker is for those of us that aren't really sure.
Well, the best way I can explain it, Chuck, is a cookie cutter for leather.
Great way to describe that.
Yep, so you take your hand cutting of all your parts and pieces that you normally cut out, and if you introduce this die, you get the same consistent pieces every single time.
Okay, so let's say if it takes us 5 minutes to cut out a piece or a panel, now it's going to take us 5 seconds.
Yep.
Each and every one is just like the last, just like the next.
Yep.
That's a big time saver.
Huge.
Now we've got two options here. We've got a 4-ton and we've got an 8-ton. So which one is right for us? We're going to look at the 4-ton clicker press because in my opinion, this is perfect for us crafters. John, fill us in.
Yeah, Chuck, so this is the perfect unit for somebody who's very limited in their space as far as in their shop. I know.
And us crafters, we never have a big space.
Right, exactly. And this unit will work with both the Polycarb dies and the steel rule dies that we offer and make custom for people.
Boy, I love, this is a new product for us. This is a Polycarb backed die. The thing here is that for us crafters, it's a less expensive die to produce, but also we don't have to know software. We can simply submit a drawing and they can create the die from that. So it's a great die again for us crafters.
Yeah, that's right. And this head swivels out of the way. You may need to move it. If you have a wall here, you might not be able to swing it that way, so it will actually swing both ways. Well, let's try it out with this Polycarb and see what happens. This is on a 9 to 10 ounce, almost like a belt weight leather. So it's pretty heavy duty stuff. Put the handle down. You can almost hear it go through.
No kidding. How easy is that?
Yep.
How long would it take for us to hand cut that piece? And you know what? Each one is just like the next, just like the last. What'd that take? 3 seconds maybe?
Yep.
How nice is that? So on this, is it better for the smaller dies? Say, could we do a long belt strap on this?
You could potentially. You would have to move it from one side, like if it would stick out past on each side.
Okay.
You could do it in different quantities of clicks. That's where the swivel head would come into. And then just move the product and move the product, click, move the product and click.
Okay.
Let's do one with the normal steel rule die. We'll just click a shape out of the hide that we made there.
Okay.
And we'll just make one out of there. So this is a key fob die. Easy as that. And now you have a keychain.
And again, cutting that by hand, we could, but how easy and quick is that? Very nice. Now a clicker. Well, we think of cutting pieces and panels out, but there's another job here. We can actually use this to impress designs in our leather. John, show us what we're talking about.
Well, that's right. I just grabbed another clicker board out of the cabinet here. The main purpose of that is just to raise up the height of it so you can actually get the impression in there.
Okay.
We'll grab a piece of leather here. We've already cased it, and we'll show you how to make the adjustments to get the impression in here. So this knob needs to be adjusted up. Once it's up high enough, you want this cam to actually press up against here, so that when you press this handle down, it actually holds down. So now you're actually holding pressure down on it.
Okay.
You're not really doing anything.
No kidding.
Leave it there for a couple of seconds. You raise it up, and you should have a great impression.
Look at that. Beautiful and clean. Now, the one thing with a lot of us crafters, we're using a drive punch for our designs, for our maker's mark. But right here, perfect pressure from left to right each and every time. And again, how easy is that? So John, that's part of the process we never think about because we're thinking we cut with a clicker, but we can absolutely impress with that. All right, so next up, we've got another option. Say we've got a little bit larger shop, or maybe we need a little more pressure, larger pieces. we've got just the option. John, let's look at an 8-ton.
Let's go look at it.
So John, this is the 8-ton, standalone, larger bed, more power. Tell us more about this.
Yeah, so this is actually a good unit. It, like you said, it comes by itself on a stand. If you have extra space, this packs the extra punch that you can't necessarily do with the 4-ton clicker.
Okay, great thing about this. We make these here at Weaver. We've actually had a video where we saw the pieces and parts coming together.
Yeah.
So what do we got here?
Yep, so there's a larger clicker die. We could definitely punch this out maybe with the 4-ton, but it might take us a couple clicks to do so. With the 8-ton,
Okay.
we can do this all in one big sweeping motion.
I just heard that click.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Now you have
Look
a
at
large
that.
shape.
How fast, clean, easy, consistent. That is beautiful. And again, the time savings there.
Yeah.
Phenomenal as
Yep.
opposed to trying to cut that out by hand.
Right.
So production shop, this is absolutely the way to go.
Yes, you're very right. This definitely helps speed up the process because cutting that by hand just takes forever.
Yeah.
Just makes your life so much easier.
Same each and every time. The die, great dies. What a great piece of equipment.
Yep.
Nice. John, thanks for taking the time to show us the 4-ton and the 8-ton, and you gave us some good information. Which is the best clicker for our shop? Can't tell you how much I appreciate your time and your expertise.
As always, Chuck.
Thanks for watching. Good luck with your projects.